Global Gold for those that are based in America and Canada. And for those in the UK and Europe, we have Orvesta. Get yours now. Charlies.gold.
Good morning. It's the 6th of February 2026, and today is a massive day in the world of silver. Things are happening because what's happening behind the scenes that is not being talked about in public is the banking system in America is waiting for silver to hit the magical figure of $80 an ounce. When it does, the call goes out and everything changes. When I say everything changes, I mean everything changes. I've said that this week is very, very important, and it is. The question is, though, how much will we actually see of the change? Because one thing we're learning on this journey, we're not being told the truth. They're manipulating things so that we don't know the truth. The mainstream media are not what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to tell us what's going on. They don't. They tell us what the rich, the powerful want you to know. This is why we've been so successful with our news channel, because we bring you the truth, whether we like it or not. This is the whole journey. Then you can decide with that information. We don't have the same view as mainstream media, where mainstream media look down on you as useless eaters and also incompetent people that don't have good judgment because they think that they're better than you. But from my experience of traveling all over the world, through Africa, through Asia, through America, through Australasia, through the Middle East, through the Far East, through everything, people are actually fairly intelligent. Those who've woken up are. There are still those who are fast asleep. Some are in a coma. But for those who are waking up right now, you're definitely more than intelligent enough to make your own judgments on what is happening in the world right now. With our guidance, we'll guide you to the truth and you can make your own mind up. Morning, Drew.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, everyone. The UK says nearly 60,000 migrants and foreign offenders have been removed since 2024 as deportations increase and asylum rules tighten. Apparently, new return deals with African nations are on the way, with flights already operating. Ministers say overseas partnerships aim to cut smuggling and channel crossings. Don't know, Charlie, that seems a bit cobbled to me.
Yes, and look, the Labour Party at the moment are in big trouble. And the one thing that we've learnt with the Labour Party, the same as the Conservative Party, they'll tell you what you want to hear rather than the truth. The truth is, the streets of the United Kingdom are not safe. There are many migrants on the streets doing things they shouldn't be doing. They've been brought into the country under false pretenses, a bit like human trafficking. They are also being trafficked, brought into the UK on false pretenses. Oh, we'll give you a job, we'll give you citizenship, we'll give you residency, but you've got to vote Labour. Well, that's the only way Labour will actually get any voters, because the British people have had enough of Labour. They've had enough of Conservative. They've had enough of the whole shebang. They've realised that they're both, as I've said before, cheeks of the same arsehole. And between them, something comes out. I think we know what that is. They're full of it. My next story is one that's right in everybody's mind right now. It's Jeffrey Epstein and the files that have come out. It exposes an awful lot. It exposes some very sad things. That the Dalai Lama and Mother Teresa were frequent visitors to Epstein Island. That for me is sad, because we looked up to these people. And suddenly you find out they weren't what we thought they were. That was just a front. That was just a facade. There's many more. We find out that Epstein now was in cahoots with Bill Gates to create COVID. We've got the evidence now. We find out that Epstein was involved with Peter Mandelson in infiltrating the British government to get what they wanted out of the British government. And Peter Mandelson and Keir Starmer are in bed together. Let's hope then that there's not a couple of little Ukrainian boys in the middle, allegedly. The levels of depravity, the levels of corruption are absolutely mind-blowing. I said to you 3 years ago, we're going through a phase of changing the narrative, preparing people for what's happening right now. If this information had come out 3 years ago, most people would have switched off. They wouldn't have believed it. But the 3 years of hard work in changing the narrative have made people start asking questions. There are still people fast asleep. There's not a lot we can do about that. All we can do is nurture the ones that have woken up and guide them to the truth. We're in a battle right now between good and evil, between God and Satan. On the bad side, these people are truly satanic. They've sold their soul to the devil. Fortunately, we have an audience that believe in God. Like I do, like Drew does, like our team does. We believe in God, we trust in God, and all of the answers right now are within you when you speak to God. You can find out what's really going on when you're connected to God. You don't need all these channels out there to find out what's going on. The answers to everything are within you, if you're connected to God. Big if. It's your job to connect. And it's a very interesting time to be alive. There's so much going on in the world right now. We'll try and keep you informed. There's a lot of stuff we can talk about on the news. There's a lot of stuff we cannot. The stuff that we cannot talk about on the news, we talk about on the Insiders Club. Live on Wednesdays and on Saturdays. Tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow we have Lena, who's joining us. She'll be explaining a lot of things that are fascinating for those people who understand spirituality, understand where we've come from, understand where we're going to. And if you want to know the truth about what's really going on, that can't be talked about in public just yet, because the world is not ready for it, and certainly mainstream media and social media are watching us like a hawk, then join the Insiders Club, and we'll see you there tomorrow. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
These are the facts, not put out by mainstream media. If you want to know the truth, we put out the truth every single day, Monday to Friday. Saturdays and Sundays we spend with our families, as we should do. So if you want to know the truth, come to charlieward.com and see real news daily. And join the Insiders Club, which is live on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Oval Gold for those that are based in America and Canada. And for those in the UK and Europe, we have Orvesta. Get yours now. Charlies.gold.